Well, welcome back to Better Living. I'm joined now by Randy Dixon from the Toledo Bar Association. We're going to talk about, we've talked about several of your pro se clinics. This one is about the pro se divorce clinic, both without minor children and with minor children, because that makes a huge difference in a divorce, doesn't it?
It does, it does. And the other thing I should let everybody know is that if there's real estate involved, we can't do a pro se divorce. That gets really complicated.
Okay.
But it is much more complicated if there's children, because you have parenting time and custody and support.
I have to tell you, as someone who's been through that situation, and in a very amicable situation, it still is really challenging, and there's just a lot of details that have to be worked out, that's for sure. So who attends and is helped by these? Do both parties attend the clinic?
Normally, yes. Normally what's going to happen is, well, let's put it this way. If both are in Lucas County and we're doing it for somebody that is terminating their marriage in Lucas County, a couple, then yes, both would be attending. It might be possible to get a divorce if somebody has moved away and you are here in Lucas County. The pro se clinic for folks without children has been going on for 21 years.
That's a long time.
It has been going for a long time. We figure probably, and it's kind of a sad thing, but probably 5,000 marriages have been terminated with the help of our pro se clinic.
And then you decided to add the pro se clinic for people with minor children.
And of course, like I say, that's a lot more complicated. That's been going on for about 4 years. That is only held as needed. It's usually about 8 to 10 people at a time, 9 to 10 times a year it's done. It's a more complicated thing. Much more intensive, you know, the staff and you know, the attorneys that are helping. And let me make it clear, we do not go to court, okay? We are not representing people in court. Pro se means you're doing this on your own, so that we help fill out the forms, we help prepare JE, a judgment entry at the end of the divorce. But it's, you know, we are not representing you in court.
So you're going to court on your own then, but do people have to, I'm gonna say be amicable, beyond, it has to be a friendly divorce. I'm not sure any divorce is ever friendly, but you understand what I'm asking. Because are they coming together then to the clinic?
Certainly, yeah, that's how it would be, because, you know, these custody issues are difficult. Support issues. Now, when you're without children, many times those are short-term marriages. Usually people have been separated for a long period of time. So that's a little easier. Usually all the property has even been separated. You know, people have already taken their furniture and their personal property, and they've divided everything.
It's almost just a matter of paperwork in those situations.
To terminate the status of marriage. That's correct. With the children, now, if there are children involved of the marriage, we don't do it unless they have been separated for over a year, and again, there can be no real estate involved. But then we can help. And we really don't want to get involved in custody battles. We try to screen them so that if it looks like there's going to be a custody battle, that you know, that's something they're going to have to hire an attorney or wait for legal aid or a pro bono attorney.
Really has to be a situation where they've already agreed on, here's what we're going to do, and we just need somebody to help us figure out how to do the paperwork.
Yeah, and sometimes it's in the clinic that they're figuring out, hey, wait a second, you know, I didn't even think of that.
Right.
You know, yeah, we're going to have to discuss it.
Well, and really, I think a lot of times the case of the child support, it's almost just a math formula. It's just a hard math formula to do.
Correct, correct. And it's the paperwork is not easy. At the courts, you know, the clerks, you know, have the forms and will give it, but they can't give legal advice at all. We have attorneys that are there. We have an attorney that is there and actually going through helping, like on a projector, helping people, know what those forms are asking, and helping them, then they fill in the forms themselves.
When are these clinics held? We're looking at 2015 now, shockingly.
Right. The Pro Se Divorce Clinic without minor children is held every other Friday, and it's by invitation. They have to contact the Toledo Bar Association. They can come through the main telephone line, 419-242-9363. It's usually 12 to 13 people, and it's held at the courthouse. So
Easy.
And they'll take, the forms get filled out.
I was just going to say, and the forms are there too, so it's all very convenient.
And then they drop them off at the clerk's office, and the clerks are pleased as punch. The court really likes this too, because everybody's ready to go. It's amazing. I heard statistics that in Los Angeles, almost 80% of the marriage terminations are done without an attorney, and it's a nightmare for the courts and for the clerks, because the paperwork isn't done right.
Nothing's filled out correctly or in the I can only imagine. Yes, it is a lot of paperwork, and there are a lot of things to fill out. Well, if you are in need of this service, every other Friday, they're at the courthouse, the Toledo Bar Association, working for you. We'll be right back on Better Living.